of the Empire State Building.
New York.
So here's the thing. You didn't see me outside. You seen the food. You couldn't smell it or taste it. But on this episode of the Building Black Biz podcast, we are here with family now.
Yes.
And I gotta say that with a capital F.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I mean, it's in every fiber of what happens here in Jersey, in Livingston, New Jersey. We got Mel, we got Andre. Can we do a round of applause from the building out here?
Yeah.
Yo,
Clap it up.
I think we need to start with how did it start? What's the story? How did y'all know that feeding the community for a couple of years now was going to be what it was that was going to be your life's mission, I guess?
Well, that has always been my dream.
Yeah.
To own a restaurant. Who knew it was going to be in Livingston? I didn't know.
Okay.
But so I started out. I went to culinary school, did all of that, and we did catering for 10 years.
Okay.
We had a catering company for 10 years. It was called the Mother's Touch Catering, and when COVID hit, this building became available.
Yeah.
So that was a perfect time for us to step out on faith and
to
do
go
it.
for
So
it,
we went for it.
To go for what you believed in.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
And to have this be such a family, I mean, again, I started off the conversation with that being that capital F, knowing that y'all was going to do it with those who had your back, no matter what. Let's go back to those days when it first started out as a catering business. How did that feel?
Well, I could tell you, my then girlfriend, now wife, one of the very first conversations we had was that she wanted to have a catering business and eventually have a restaurant.
Yeah.
And she said it was a dream of hers. And right away, I'm a big dreamer. My mother always pushed that in me.
For sure.
Big dreams. And right away, I'm like, okay, we working on logos. We doing
Let's
this. We
go.
getting business cards.
He did.
Right away, we were doing that right away.
He did.
And we was doing it, it was a grind for some years. And like she said, she's being a bit modest right now, just a little bit.
Really?
But like, it was just all God's time, like you said, right?
Yep. Yeah.
It was all God's time. A situation, her job, we didn't know which way she was going to go at the time. And it just so happened, like I'm in real estate, my coworker had this place listed.
Okay.
And I called her, we looked at it. And I'm like, can you make this place work? She was like, what? Yeah, I could
Just make it work.
Yeah, what?
I can make it work.
I can make the kitchen at the apartment work.
So
Yes.
I called my colleague. She said, I got 2 other people that want it. But if you want it, it's yours.
Wow.
So, that's just God's word.
It was meant to happen when it was meant to happen.
When it was meant to
Absolutely.
happen. Absolutely.
To know that you had that dream and to watch that let's say those first few orders on the catering side come in. How did that feel, knowing that you were a business owner, knowing that you were providing a service and you were delivering with love, and to see people, those very first orders come in? How did that feel for you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like I said, we did it for 10 years, but just having a Stapleton, a place of business now to call my own, no more me. Well, we do deliver still. But
we get
you
that.
you can come and pick it up now. I don't have to just deliver to you. I have a place of business. It felt great.
So
accomplishment.
making that accomplishment a reality.
Yes.
And let's start at that part. When you think about starting your own business and stepping out, who do you rely on other than family? Were there other mentors? Were there friends that always had your back? Were there people who continue to push you along the way to give you the encouragement besides the boyfriend, fiance, now husband, and and the mother and everything?
Well, that's really who it was.
Okay.
It was outside of Andre, my mother, my grandfather, my grandmother. They pushed me. They pushed me. They did.
How does it feel to know that y'all are making them proud?
It feels amazing.
It feels excellent.
Yeah.
It's a big...
I love this. I love this. The reason why I love this is because, again, there is so much love in not only the building, the room, the food. We gonna get to that part in a little bit,
right.
Because we done tasted it. We done put our foot. You done put your foot in the food. Your elbow, your knuckles, all parts of what we had the chance to taste. But I want to talk about what it took to become a successful business owner and to achieve those goals despite some of the tough times. Because it was shout out to our love and our family and our brother David behind here. But it was COVID that kind of put a wrinkle in things, huh?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, listen, like you say, what it takes. it's just perseverance.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're the first and only black restaurant in this town's history, right? Coming from a background where it's a predominantly, Jewish neighborhood,
Italian,
and it took us a year. I'm not gonna lie, we went through a lot of obstacles.
Small place,
and we went through some obstacles more than we probably should have.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we wanted to quit, but it's that old saying when you look around and you realize you're doing it for your children.
Yes.
It's like, we can't do this. They can look and say, Mom and Pop, they did this. They
it.
went through all of this.
Right.
You know, it should have took us 90 days to open, but because of the red tape, it took us a year. And we didn't quit.
To know that you couldn't quit. To know that you had to be persistent.
Absolutely.
And now you have those repeat customers. To know that you have those new customers. To know that you're doing something for the very first time as a successful black business in the community. You know, what are those feelings like when you get to come in here and sometimes you're thinking, I'm too tired to go to work. Like,
I know.
Oh man, I don't feel like cooking again.
But he says that, but not for me. Not for me, because I'm honestly, guys, I'm living in my dream.
Yeah.
The beginning of it.
Okay.
You know, I would love to have multiple locations and all,
Let's go
I
there.
have a whole list, but
let's
this is
go
the
there.
start.
Yeah.
This is the
Yes,
start.
absolutely.
To be able to build this foundation from here, to know that we're going to have this conversation now, but then let's fast forward 5 years, and the kitchen is double the size. The event space is double the size. The catering, reach is not only throughout here in Jersey. We're going to get you to tell us a little bit about where we can make sure that we get the delivery too. But when it starts to become those orders that are happening Upper East Side, or you're going to Connecticut maybe for something, or you're hopping on a plane and you don't mind.
I'm doing
Listen,
it.
man.
Yeah. To have those goals.
That's God's call for me. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it.
What are some of those goals that y'all, as we were, kind of mentioning, that you really look forward to accomplishing in the next couple of years with the Mother's Touch?
Like I said, at least having a few locations throughout, not just Jersey. I would love to go to Georgia, all over.
Just anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere and
amazing.
everywhere.
Yes.
If the situation is right, the vibe is right, and it makes sense.
Yep.
Listen, as she told you earlier, I was born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So, my mother said we came here with just a little small bag, but if you kick us out, we got a whole lot to go back with. So that's the situation. If it makes sense, we're there. So we're both big dreamers. It's kind of like our attraction to each other.
Let's ask this question: why Livingston? What was it about this particular area?
We're residents of Livingston.
So that's it.
We've been here for 8 years?
8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when we first put our sign out, maybe that ruffled a few feathers. We put hashtag what Livingston has been missing.
Wow.
Troublemaker.
Ain't nothing wrong with causing no trouble in the community now.
No good trouble, right?
It was the truth. It was the truth.
Good trouble.
But now the mayor's here 3 times a week.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
To be able to call the mayor of the city a friend now, to be able to really be a staple in the community, to be someone and to be a business that others can look to and say, this is what we want to do at some point in time. What kind of advice do you want to give to any other upstart business? Maybe not just a catering or a restaurant, but anyone else.
If those are your dreams, go for them. Go for them. Don't let anybody tell you. People are going to tell you not to do it because they're scared for you.
Yeah.
But you have to just step out on faith. That's not their dream. It's yours.
Yes.
So you got to live in your purpose. And that's,
Y'all are doing it.
Sky's the limit.
I'm saying, I want to get into, as we are here in the holiday season, we got orders of Thanksgiving birds going out. And as we look at the menus here, and I'm going to reach behind us and I'm going to grab one of these. To be able to turn to this here menu, y'all see this. We're going to make sure that y'all have access to all this on social media and everything. I'm going to make y'all pick one. Your favorite thing on the Mother's Touch Bistro and Catering Thanksgiving Day menu. What is it that we got to make sure that we have?
My mac and cheese.
Okay.
That's my staple too.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right.
Yeah, mac and cheese.
For the both
And
of y'all?
that smoked turkey.
And the smoked turkey.
For the Thanksgiving package, we do the smoked turkeys on the.
Now I see the barbecue spare ribs on the side.
He likes his
beef.
Yeah,
you got the beef ribs there on the side.
Yeah.
Now, when Thanksgiving comes around, who's cooking and who's cleaning?
I'm doing both.
I'm gonna turn away on that one.
I'm doing both.
Okay. We're gonna stay on the.
I stay up and talk.
Team, no. There we go. Say, are you at least watching some football?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there it is. Clean it up a little bit, maybe.
A little bit. I keep the kids intact a little bit. How about,
He'll put something on the grill. That'll be his.
Let's talk about the Thanksgiving and holiday menus and how important it is to be able to provide for families that can't do it themselves, or they want to because they've heard through the pod, through the videos, through what's been happening, going viral on TikTok. They need to get a piece of it. How awesome is this to be able to provide this for the community here? You got everything on his menu, and I'm loving it. I'm placing my order before we leave tonight.
Yes.
I know that. But, to be able to provide this, what's that mean? To make families Thanksgiving Day with their family
I think,
together.
Personally, like with the Thanksgiving menu, right? Because people cater Thanksgiving all the time and stuff like that. But it's just like the slogan says, just like mom's cooking.
Yes.
You want to be able to enjoy your family. Sometimes you're cooking from sun up to sundown. Y'all remember your parents doing that.
Yep.
Right.
And they can't even sit down and really enjoy the meal because they kind of beat.
Yep.
But this is, you get to get that mom's cooking and enjoy your family. You're getting to double the pleasure there.
Right. Yes.
Can we talk about it tastes... Mom, I love you. Matter of fact, I'm going to come on.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I love you. But when I tell you some of the stuff that I done tasted today, the cornbread with the kernel still in it, Mom, is Uptown iced tea, though? Andre, tell us
real
about
brewed tea. Real brewed tea.
Tell us about what it means to really, cook with love, like Mom would do. How does that feel to be able to do that in the kitchen?
Well, that's where I got my name from, a mother's touch.
Yeah.
Because my mom and my grandmother, I got it from them.
Yeah.
It was passed down generation to generation.
Mom's here.
My grandmother's flowers, even though she's passed, her
She's
plants
with us?
are right here with me. You know, my mom, right there in the back.
No.
So
She in the back. Should we bring her to the front?
So,
but she back there.
and for us to pass it down to our kids too, you know.
Sometimes, like to answer your question, you say to cook with love. I get to sit back sometimes and kind of watch her in her element, right?
Yeah.
And it's really like watching an artist. It's so much watching like somebody paint a canvas when she cooks.
Yeah.
And I always joke with her with the Erykah Badu line, like, you're an artist and you're sensitive about your shit. So, pardon if I curse.
I understand it.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we just sit back and awe her sometimes, and just watching her food just literally touch people's souls one by one.
That's what it's meant to do. That's what we have learned. That's what's been a part of our culture for so long. And to know that y'all are leaving a piece of who we are in the community, and y'all are doing it with so much pride, with so much charisma, with so much energy, with so much love. It's deeper than just taking a bite of that bomb-ass 7-cheese macaroni and cheese that we done sank our teeth into. Talk about that recipe without giving away secrets, please.
Well, my mom had started fiddling with mac and cheese, and then I think I took that recipe and I tweaked it and made it, my own.
She remixed it.
I remixed it a little bit.
There
you
it
gotta
is.
see it when we go out to eat.
Yeah.
By the time she tells the waiter or the waitress what they want, she's remixed something that's not on the menu. And they're like, they're coming back like, we should probably put this on the menu, right? She's remixed the whole menu.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord. For those of y'all that have seen what has gone viral on TikTok and Instagram, what do those moments mean to y'all? How was that when all of a sudden notifications started to go off like crazy?
I couldn't believe it. We were pulling up and people were waiting outside before we were even in here.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
And we didn't know it was going to be like that. I'll be honest with you.
No,
I was at the register one day, and some kids around in their young 20s.
Yeah.
He just came in and went like this. We're here. And I'm like, okay, how can I help you? He said, we're here. And I'm like, okay. What do you want?
Right.
He was like, he turns around and he's like,
TikTok.
He's like, you got like 7 million views on TikTok. We just drove from Pennsylvania over here like 2 hours to come taste your food.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, we got people driving up from Virginia, Boston, Maryland. And it was just like, I couldn't believe it,
Yeah.
Well, the thing that we've been talking about throughout this conversation, this episode of the pod, is what it means to be able to, not just the food is delicious, but the connecting, to be able to share who you are through your culinary skills with the world, to now know that you have affected in the best way ever someone who's never even heard of Livingston, New Jersey before, and they're taking that home to their family.
Right.
And it has a little piece of what y'all have done.
That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that.
Let it sink in for a bit. Y'all are doing something that's truly special. And that's what we love about this pod is showcasing Black businesses who are doing things not only for us, by us. FUBU, shout out, we got you.
Yes.
But also doing it because it's who we are.
Yes.
And I don't want to go any further with this conversation without saying thank you. As we continue to get into some of the funky and fun conversations here.
Appreciate that.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. All right.
Thank you so much.
So now I wanna ask. We're gonna do like a little something that we're gonna kind of call main course, side dish, and freezer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's kind of like the Kiss, Marry, Kill version, but the food version here. All right.
Okay.
So let's say potato salad with raisins, brownies made with black beans, or ambrosia salad. Which one is the main course? Which one is the side? And which one goes in the freezer? Or do all of them go in the trash?
They all go in the trash for me.
When you said the raisins,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the brownies with the black bean, that's vegan.
Okay.
That can be a vegan dish.
All right.
So, yeah, that can go in the fridge.
Can we talk a little bit about that, about catering food and designing food in the kitchen for, for vegan menu? Or
we
for,
do.
I mean, you have
we
everything
do.
there.
We
Yeah.
do. We have
Talk
everything.
about that and how important it is to be able to make sure that everybody gets a taste.
Everybody can get a taste. We offer vegan, vegetarian. If you see something that you don't like, just let us know.
Yeah.
We're here. I want to make
we
sure
got jerk tofu on the menu.
Yeah.
Love the jerk tofu.
And by the way,
whoever's walking through those doors get what they want, so.
Love that.
Yes.
That's important. It goes again to y'all's character of giving and catering, and that's what's in your heart, is providing. You're not turning folks around because it's not something that you can't get in the kitchen and remix.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just making sure that everybody is leaving here with a smile and a full belly.
Yes.
It's truly, truly special. As we put a button on the conversation, what are some of the things that y'all, and I brought this up a little bit, most proud of in accomplishing, what has become just the beginning part of what A Mother's Touch Bistro is going to be about? Because there's going to be a whole lot more. We're going to have this commercial, or this conversation again. It's going to be a full-on commercial. You know what I mean? So, what are some of those things that y'all are most proud of?
Like it's going back to the whole conversation of perseverance, setting a goal, accomplishing that goal, crushing that goal.
Yeah.
In order to set new goals, now achieving higher standards there. And then just seeing the look in my kid's face, or beyond our kid's face, it just it's crushes. My daughter comes and she just sees and she's like, "My mommy's a boss."
She's like, "Mom, you're a boss."
Right.
She loves
as a boss. Right. And she's like coming in and she's almost like, impersonating her. She comes in sometimes and she's joking with the guys in the back. She was like, "Hey, no more breaks. You get back to work," right? She's like 7. But you don't realize she's soaking it in,
She's soaking in the strength.
Yeah.
Right.
And believe it or not,
exactly.
We can't pry her away from, at 7 years old, we can't pry her away from here. She loves being here. You would think it would be boring for a kid.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that, the kids are soaking in the knowledge.
Everything.
The pride my son has when he goes to school, he wears the hoodie with this.
Yes.
And they're like, "That's your mom's restaurant?" He's like, "Yeah,
I can't get enough of them egg rolls, man."
You know what's funny? That's what he ordered for dinner tonight.
See? I'm telling you, yes.
Yes.
So that's it. How about for you? Some of those things that you're most proud of, the accomplishments thus far, I say, because there are going to be more.
I'm going to bite off a little bit what he said, but honestly, just persevering. The fact that I did it. Yeah. That's everything for me.
And you're doing it for the community. Not only are you doing it for the community, you're doing it through one of the best ways, the most personal ways to connect with people is through food.
Yes.
And y'all seen the looks on our face as we had our first bites. Y'all already heard it. My order for Thanksgiving is in. Y'all already heard it. This is that place where when the line is wrapped around the building, you're going to have to go to the second and third location. Cause it's gonna happen.
And please don't hold me like I'm sorry that you guys might have to wait.
We're doing our best.
We're doing our best.
I'm just so grateful and so thankful that y'all opened the doors to us here this evening. So that way we can share the story. So we can let the world know the beautiful hearts and souls behind the amazing food. And that's no joke. I just want to say again a hearty thank you for treating us like family.
All right, no problem.
For real.
Thank you so much.
I'm the one that's supposed to be knowing how to talk, and I can't right now. Here's what we're gonna do. How about we just say this? Flood the comments. Let us know. Tell us about somebody who is truly special in your life, and we're gonna we're gonna make sure that we get to you the same amazing energy and food and love from this beautiful place here in Livingston, New Jersey. So thank you for checking out the Building Black Biz podcast. Let the comments flow, showing love for those that you love most and what you're most thankful for. And how about that? We make sure that you
sounds like a plan.
You get a chance to, my gosh, taste some of this banana pudding. Strawberry banana pudding. I'm just gonna run off some of these things. The fried chicken wings and shrimp. The jerk chicken. I can go on and on and on and on. Before we go, again, a thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Y'all's hearts. It's the Building Black. I mean, I'm telling you, the Building Black Biz podcast don't get more interactive than this. Now we got some more eating to do. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
C100.